Hi, in this video, I'll continue to review some of the updates that have been made with the version 1.1 update to the Explore 12. So here you can see I have my device in the stand, and in this video, I'll primarily focus on some settings changes, menu changes, and those sorts of things, as well as one change to available contrasts. So presently, you can see that I have my panning buttons on to the left and the right. Those are typically off by default. I've turned those on in another video, but what I want to show is some of the other functionalities that have been added that you can access through the menu. So we get to the menu again by pressing that orange contrast button until the menu appears, and then we can navigate by dragging the screen with a gesture or tapping the arrows at the top or the bottom. And here at the top of my list right now is one thing that I want to highlight, and that is preferred zooms. So let's tap there. So based on a user's eye condition, they might like to just start off at a particular zoom when they're using the device in different modes. So there are three options here. One is the base and handheld, and that is when the device is out of the stand using the built-in base stand, or it's being held in someone's hands to view things. So we can set a zoom level for there. Its default is 2x. Let's make it 4x for our demonstration here, and then we'll hit this back arrow in the upper left and return. Next is when we're in the folding stand, looking down at materials underneath of the device. It's currently defaulted to 4x. Let's tap there, and let's adjust to 6x for when we are in the folding stand looking down at documents. The last preferred zoom we can set is for when I want to look off into the distance using the device. And so in that case, I will tap and we're defaulted to 2x. Let's say I want to be at 8x when I'm looking into the distance. And again, I'll hit that return button in the upper left corner here and return back out, and we will return to our reading document. Now you'll notice that our default zoom has not changed here. It is not showing our preferred zoom. And that is because we're presently in an active session using the magnifier. So we don't change your magnification while you're still actively in a use setting. So to have those changes take effect, you basically power off by pressing the power button and power back on, and those settings will take place. So now you'll see that we are at 6x in our preferred view for in the stand looking down at a document. Continuing with changes that are available in the menu, let's press and hold that contrast button again to get to the menu. And we will scroll through the list here till we find lights. So we've added some functionality there as well. Again, when you're in a base mode using the fold out stand that's built into the Explore 12 itself on the tabletop, there are three available options for lighting: on, low, or off. Let's change it to low here, and then we'll return back 1 by pressing that return button in the upper left corner. And then you have options for when it's in the folding stand or you're holding the device in your hands and using it. And here again, we have on, low, and off. So we can adjust those as well there. And basically, these become the settings that are employed whenever the device is in use. Now, these can be very important for conserving the battery, or if the user knows that they're frequently in either low light or areas where there is a great deal of ambient lighting, maybe they don't need to have lights at full strength. So again, good settings to have for those instances. The last thing that I want to show in this menu here is available contrast. So let's scroll back up, and by default we have 4 enabled. One is the full color of the document that you're looking at underneath or looking at in the distance or via handheld. The others are black and white, white on black, black on yellow, and yellow on black. Those are all the defaults. I'm going to turn those off for our demonstration here just to make things a little easier. But we have added 4 new available contrasts. So we'll scroll to the bottom of our list where they've been added here, all the way to the bottom here. And you'll see that we now have red on white and white on red, red on black, black on red as available options. Let's turn each of those on, and then we'll use that return button in the upper left to go all the way back out to viewing our document here. So let's just quickly see what the effect was of making those changes to those new contrasts. So let's tap our contrast button, and there is your red on white, white on red red on black, black on red. And again, this can be helpful to a user that finds those particular color combinations to be effective for their viewing needs. Again, these are off by default. We only have the 4 standard or the most used contrasts available, so you do need to go into the menu to make those changes. Hope you find this video useful. Please let us know if you have questions or comments. Thank you.